Hello, everybody, and welcome to this class. I'm very happy to be here with all of you. My name is Araceli Villalta, and I'm going to be your teacher today. Today, we're going to review Unit 21, and we're going to talk about superlative adjectives. I'm going to give you an introduction about it, and then an explanation of how superlative adjective forms. We're going to give some examples, and then we're going to practice a little bit to make sure that we learn about the superlative and how the superlative form in English. We're going to start with one question. What are adjectives? Adjectives describe the noun. Adjectives give us information about the noun. For example, my friend is big, my sister is tall, my father is young, for example. Also, adjectives give us an opinion about the noun. For example, my sister is beautiful, this watch is expensive, and the food is delicious. Adjectives also describe feelings. For example, my dog is happy, my sister is tired, my brother is hungry. But now we are going to talk about the superlative adjectives. Superlative adjectives compare three or more people, places, or things. Superlative adjectives tell us how the noun is different from the rest. For example, we can say, he is the tallest boy in the class. Another example could be, this painting is the most beautiful of all. But now we have to start thinking, how superlative adjective form in English? It depends on the syllables that the adjective has. I'm going to show you a table with this to make sure that we understand what adjectives are and how they form in English. For example, for one syllable adjective, we add the plus est to the adjective. For example, sure becomes the shortest. For two-syllable adjectives that ends in y, we change to I and add the est. For example, hungry becomes the hungriest. Noisy becomes the noisiest. For adjectives that are two syllables or more, we use the word the most or the least before the adjectives. It's good to mention that some superlative adjectives in English don't follow the usual rules. For example, the adjective good becomes the best. The adjective bad becomes the worst. And the adjective far becomes the farthest or the furthest. So it's very important to know that the superlative adjectives to form it, they have a sentence patterns to show to do the superlative. For example, we have to use the subject plus the verb plus the superlative adjective plus the object. For example, the blue house is the biggest house on the street. We are following the pattern using the subject plus the verb plus the superlative plus adjective plus the object. Again, the example, the blue house is the biggest house on the street. Another example, classic music is the best kind of music. My dog is the laziest pet in the house because I have a cat and I have a bird. So the dog is the laziest pet in the house. The singer is the most famous member of the band. These boots are the most expensive shoes in my closet. You'd please notice that I am using the different kind of superlatives in this sentence. Now we're going to make a practice to make the use of superlative perfect. So say or write what is the superlative in the words that I'm going to show you. The first one is tall. In this case, we are going to use the plus the adjective plus est, and the superlative would be the tallest. Careful. Remember that this word has more than two syllables. So what we're going to use to make the superlative is we're going to use the most or the least. Okay? So what is going to be the superlative of this word? The most careful. Now this word. Remember that some words don't follow the rules of the superlative forms. So in this case, good, the superlative form is going to be the best. Bad, the superlative is going to be the worst. Noisy, remember when we have a adjective that ends in y, we're going to change the y for an I, and we're going to say the noisiest. Dangerous is another word that gets more than two syllables, so we're going to use the most or the least. Okay, so we're going to say the most dangerous or the less dangerous. This is the superlative form of this word. And fun is a word that is, we're not going to double the N. We are going to use it just adding, before the adjective fun, we're going to use the most fun or the least form. Okay? So I would like to know if you have any questions about the superlatives. And remember that if you have any question, it's going to be a pleasure for me to answer all your questions. So you can contact me by email or give me a call, and I'm going to be more than happy to answer all your questions. Now I have to thank you very much for your attention, and let's see in the next class.